Set. Green 80. Run! Let's go. Set. Ready. Set. Go. Set. Set. Green 80. Green hot. Green hot. Set. Go.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first... game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry. You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
They go play fake with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Jones now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Toss to the right side. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on, you know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Dicker tacks down the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Miller on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Escapes a defender. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in right side. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's the handoff. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Christian Fulton the one to bring him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He breaks a tackle, and finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get...
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple. With how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He gets caught. This is Ladd McConkey. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds McConkey. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Jones to the air. Cut near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Miller on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move. That's caught for the 1st. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Chargers' 27-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has it down close. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jones to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Chargers Got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up third down. Now Jones. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more
And they fake it on 4th and 1. And it's intercepted. The defense wasn't fooled at all. Byron Murphy picks it.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and coverage just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's Jefferson. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. Been a really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On target to Dobbins. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Jones throwing on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd and 10 now. Jones. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down throw by Jones. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. we're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. To throw. Here's Jones. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers take the lead just before halftime. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. It's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chargers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. First play, he's going for it to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Miller on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Give now to the running back. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Third and 3.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hand off to the back. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defender comes away with it. And the Chargers take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And the Chargers will have a first. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. to go. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. This is Patterson on the give. Space to the left. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Running it after the penalty. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Could make the connection, was looking for Lad McConkey. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So that's going to make the field goal try a bit easier for them as the penalty gives them a free 5 yards. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So that's going to make the field goal try a bit easier for them as the penalty gives them a free 5 yards. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Brown's kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's Miller on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Connects on the crosser. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field. It paid dividends.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They're now set for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again following the sack. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back. For a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now a give running right. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Jones. That's complete to Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Looking to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Derwin James picks it. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Trying again after the pick, McCarthy. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Chargers about to move to 12-0 on the season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. It's a run on fourth down. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue.